How excited are you guys to get the postseason underway?
Really excited, really excited. I mean, we know how much the SEC tournament matters, and last year having a bad taste in our mouth from getting bounced in the first round. So, we really looking forward to playing and sending a message.
Yeah, obviously you guys know you're in the NCAA tournament. What would it mean to cut down the nets on Sunday, win the SEC?
Yeah, I mean, we try to do everything as a team to not get comfortable with that, of just knowing we're in the tournament and relaxing, because we're fighting for more than that. We're fighting for seeding. We're fighting for, obviously, an SEC championship. And our guys are so competitive that we haven't got comfortable at all. So everything we got is going into this tournament.
Coming off a win like you guys did at Tennessee, how much confidence does that give you going into the SEC tournament?
Yeah, it gives us a ton because, I thought we played really, really well against Tennessee for the vast majority of the game. And, just getting a road win like that against a program like Tennessee, of course, is going to give you confidence, and everybody's feeling good right now, but very, very, like I said, very far from comfortable, though.
What part of this team's game do you feel like is peaking right now heading into the tournament?
I think we're getting our offensive rhythm back. I think we went through a little slump where our rhythm, our timing was a little off and stuff like that, but I think the last two games we really got that back on track, especially towards the end of Ole Miss and then for the majority of the Tennessee game.
Was the rhythm and timing, was that because of what other teams were doing to try to stop you guys, or was that something you guys weren't doing?
I think part of it was that, the schemes from other teams, but I think part of it was we got away from, what had worked for us early in the year. Obviously, Duke coming back from injury had to find his rhythm coming back. I think he's there now. He's hit his stride. And some of it is just fatigue, end of the season, fighting through it, and mental and physical. And I think we've kind of got back to where we were when we were really popping.
You talked about last season, the SEC and NCAA tournament didn't go quite like you guys wanted.
Yeah.
Do you think there are lessons that the guys that were on that team are going to take, heading into this one?
For sure. I think, one of the biggest things, like last year against St. Mary's, when you're up at the half, like in March, none of that matters. No lead is safe. You can't kind of take a deep breath at all after a game, after a moment, after a half, after anything. So, just keeping our foot on the gas pedal and knowing that nothing is safe is one of the biggest things we took from last year.
On an individual level, like I think we've talked about before, like maybe this stretch hasn't been the best of your season, or like you're not making shots in rhythm like sometimes you do. Just kind of what's your approach been like? I know you are a process guy generally.
Yeah, my preparation doesn't change. I've had a few uncharacteristic games, but I think like Tennessee really got me going, just not forcing nothing, letting the game come to me, and knowing that whatever they try to take away from us, whether that's me getting the ball, getting looks, or whether they're trying to deny TT getting the ball, or they want to take away Duke, or whatever the case is, we're going to use that aggressiveness against them, because you can't take everything away.
What kind of challenge is it going to be over the next couple of days, not knowing exactly who you're going to play, even though you played every team already so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good and bad thing. I think we get to focus on ourselves and make sure that we're good before knowing anything about our opponent. But at the same time, you do want to prep for who you got. But the good news is we've played everybody now, and so we have a good idea of what everybody does or what they want to do, especially against us. So, it is what it is. It's tourney basketball, so you just got to make sure that we're good.
How did that late season adversity kind of prepare you guys for what's upcoming?
Yeah, I mean, any adversity is good going into the postseason, because everybody you play now. I heard Coach saying a little bit about it, is everybody's either going off a winning streak or they're a really good team, because you don't get to march otherwise. So it is what it is. Going through adversity is part of the game, and every unfortunate situation or bad thing that we had to go through to get to where we are right now, all of it's going to pay off and help.
You talked about that fatigue. How do you balance needing this time off as like a mental reset, but also not letting it kind of lose that rhythm and throw you guys off?
Yeah, I think we kind of learned from when we played Oklahoma earlier in the year. We had a week off, and then we played, and we started the game a little sluggish. And if we've been very focused and locked in to make sure that doesn't happen again. It's good to get some time off to get your body to heal, get your mental relaxed, just take not a deep breath of like, okay, we good now, but a deep breath of getting ready for what's next. And I think we've done a pretty good job in the last couple of days of not losing our focus, not losing our edge, but also getting recovered.
Your coach, I'm sure you heard him talk about, there's no home court advantage, really just home city advantage. Obviously, you want to win the SEC championship, but is there a little bit more pride that it is in, Nashville?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how true this is, but I feel like no one really cared about it being like a home thing for Vanderbilt for a long time because no one thought that we could actually win it. And now that's not just possible, but it's our expectation. So there's definitely a little more pride now knowing that we can really go out there and get it.
You mentioned your mindset before Tennessee or during Tennessee where you weren't forcing it as much. Was that something like you were intentional about going in, or was it just because the offense was flowing so well you felt like you could do that? Just tell me about that.
Nah, it wasn't like anything like, oh, I'm not going to look to be aggressive, but if I get an open look, I'm going to take it. It was more so the way they guarded us. Like, they were very intentional about trying to, like, make things uncomfortable for me or deny me the ball or not get catches or looks. So what I'm not going to do is try and force it, take a bad one, and then have no rhythm when I can use the way they're playing me to help our team and get other guys free too.
Just the way you're getting guarded, you ever feel like it's kind of like a soft boxing one? Like you guys are just kind of walking you around the perimeter sometimes?
At times, yeah, but honestly, that's a perfect thing for our offense. Like, just because they're trying to take me out the game, we have so many good guys like that's not sustainable. You can't do that and win against us because we got so many guys that can go.
Thanks, man. One more. Yeah, just what defenses do you feel like really keyed in on you the most? Were there any in like the last 2 or 3 weeks that stand out?
I say Tennessee does a pretty good job. I mean, they got some physical, quick perimeter guys that off the ball are just super locked in. And that's, tip your cap to their coaches. And other than them, I mean, they're the most recent, so that's who's sticking out in my head. But I'd say them.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yep, appreciate it.
Good to see you, man.
How exciting is this time of year getting into postseason tournament play?
Yeah, super exciting. It's what you look forward to all year, and that time coming is going to be really fun for us.
Kind of what I asked, Nicholas, just the fact that you guys know you're in the NCAA tournament, but what would it mean to run the table and win the SEC? Yeah,
that would be huge. I mean, the SEC I think is the best conference in the country, and winning that would be really, really cool for us because it's something we've worked for the whole year. It's not our end goal, but it's definitely a stepping stone to get to where we want to be.
All SEC first team, what did it mean to you, first of all? Second, did you think it could happen this fast when you got to college?
Yeah, I mean, I will say I did have confidence that it was a bucket list item kind of for me. I hadn't been thinking about it a lot. I really didn't know when they were going to come out with the team for real, but Coach told me the other day, and I'm just super blessed. And it's a lot of credit to the people around me, my teammates, and my coaches.
All defensive team too, is that something you maybe take pride in a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I think this year especially, I've locked in a lot on defense, guarding their best perimeter players most games and trying to jump passing lanes for steals. A lot of people focus on the steals part, but I think I've gotten a lot better on ball and off ball for defense. So.
Have you noticed any change over the course of the year, how teams are playing you, the kind of attention you've gradually started to get more and more?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously towards the start of the year, first couple of games, people were just kind of feeling out what our team was going to be like. And as roles came into play, I think teams definitely have guarded me a little bit differently. And I mean, Coach always has great schemes for helping me to get some easy buckets or get in my groove. So I give a lot of credit to them.
Players often can struggle when that happens, when they get more attention. Why do you think you've handled it so well?
I think I just have so many great players around me that they really can't put too much effort and focus into me because then they're going to forget about somebody else. So I think the balance that we have on our team, we have so many good players that can do so many things. It takes a lot of the heat off me, and I think I do the same for my teammates as well.
When you hear your coach go out of his way to talk about not only what a terrific player you are, but what a great person you are, how does that make you feel to play for a guy like that?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think players play the best when they like their coach, when they love their coach. And yeah, it's just a huge compliment. I mean, because basketball is going to stop at some point. So I always want to be a great person, whether I'm hooping or not. And that's a lot of credit to my family and the people around me who have raised me to be this person. So I'm very thankful for that compliment.
How does Duke being back in the lineup help your game?
Yeah, it helps in so many ways. Like, I was talking in the press conference after Tennessee, like, in ways that don't show up on the stat sheet or people may not even notice. He helps us out in so many ways, and having him back is really good.
How does some of that late season adversity kind of build your guys' bond and prepare you for the SEC tournament?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of adversity that we've handled this year, on the court, off the court, whatever it is. Everybody goes through stuff. But that, at the end of the day, is what makes us stronger as a team. And I think down the road, it'll help us a lot because we've gotten so close together through whatever it is that we face that now we're so close that I think we can handle anything.
How do you balance getting this double bye and kind of needing this rest as a mental reset, but also not letting it throw off your rhythm?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know my legs needed it a little bit, and a lot of my guys around me, you know, dealing with whatever it is, little nags, injuries, whatever it is. But just staying mentally focused has been big for us, you know, film and practicing, still getting our work in, but not killing our bodies because this is going to be a hard stretch of basketball. If we're winning games, it's going to be back to back to back. So it's kind of you have to find a happy medium of allowing yourself to rest and getting your legs back under you, but also keeping your mental in the game. So. Being
from this area and then now playing the SEC tournament in Nashville, like how much of a pride is it for you to want to win it here in Nashville?
Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of people there supporting, people that have watched me throughout my whole career. So it's just a huge blessing that I get to play 20 minutes from my house. Obviously, my parents, they come to every game, but they'll be there, and my friends who are coming out. So it'll definitely be special to play here.
I think a lot of people know your story now, like the 3-star, people said you were undersized, you didn't have a ton of offers. Like, do you feel like it can help people like that to see you get individual awards like this? Is that something you think about, like you can inspire people with your story?
Definitely. I mean, I think my story is pretty unique, where I started, where I came from a little bit, and how people viewed me throughout high school and middle school, whatever it was, even last year. And I think inspiring people is a big thing that I look forward to doing as I continue my basketball career. Just having confidence, giving kids confidence, and people who may be in the same shoes as me or different shoes, just knowing you can do whatever you put your mind to.
How big a role has Spencer had in your rise?
Huge. That's my guy. I was just with him before this interview. That's my dog. Like he's been there with me every step of the way, and I'm super, super grateful that God blessed me with a person like that to have around me.